Hello, my fellow cruisers. That weather guy, meteorologist Dave Allen. All eyes are on Fiona and what she will be up to as we get into next week. So for all of you leaving out of New York City or Boston on your cruises, stick around. Your cruise weather is next. Well, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it, guys? I decided to do something different here. Instead of focusing on a specific cruise for your cruise weather forecast. Itineraries can change during the height of hurricane season. We need to look at the bigger picture, and let's look at what Fiona is up to. According to the National Hurricane Center, their 8 a.m. advisory, Friday, September 16th, it is located 175 miles to the east of Guadalupe, moving to the west at 15 miles per hour. Under this path, it is expected to enter the northern Caribbean just south of Puerto Rico. So there are tropical storm warnings for St. Kitts. There's tropical storm watches for the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, as well as the British Virgin Islands. Now, the storm isn't packing much of a punch right now. There is so much wind shear over this system, it's pretty ragged. Only 50-mile-per-hour winds right now. But as this moves closer south of Puerto Rico into the northern Caribbean, it could gain a little steam, but too little too late. The storm is going to be curving to the north over the island of Hispaniola, more specifically the eastern half of it, Dominican Republic. Higher terrain will definitely do a number on this center of circulation. And once it gets emerges back into the Atlantic again, sometime in the Tuesday time frame here in the vicinity of the extreme western Bahamas and Grand Turk, that's when we can start to see this storm gain steam here, and it could very well become a hurricane by early to mid next week in the Atlantic Ocean. So with that said, if you have cruises leaving out of New York City or Boston heading southward towards the Bahamas or Florida, you need to pay attention, and your itinerary can change. But guess what? That's the best part about cruising. Think about it. If you had an all-inclusive hotel booked in the Turks, the Grand Turk, you could be seeing horrible weather for most of your stay. At least this way you're on a cruise, your itinerary can change, and ensuring you at least some nice weather during your travels. Now let's talk about Bermuda. If you have a cruise to Bermuda and you're leaving this weekend, yeah, it's going to be interesting depending upon what this storm is going to be up to. Again, we're watching an area of low pressure up in Canada that could actually help slingshot this storm out to sea, or it could actually meander closer to Bermuda, or on the contrary, if this area of low pressure swings out and high pressure builds back in, it could actually bring this closer to the United States coast. So lots of variables out there. Just know that there is going to be a storm in the Atlantic, and regardless, there could be some swells in your forecast, especially on your sea days if you are heading back home. Now, if your cruise is taking you to New England and Canada, oh, it's going to be great. No worries about Fiona. On your way back home next weekend, the 24th, 25th time frame, yes, you are going to be running into some swells from this storm depending upon where it is in the Atlantic. So keep that in mind, everybody, and just know itineraries can change. Only 25% of your cruise is about the destination, and the other 75% is about the cruise line itself, the ship, the wonderful staff, the friends you are going to make, and hopefully the sunshine the captain is going to give you. With that said, safe travels, everybody, and I hope you have a great cruise.